How are you doing today? It is Tuesday, February the 7th. It is 4 o'clock here in the afternoon Central Time, which means it is 5 o'clock on Eastern time slot. It is time once again for PLAR History and Geography with myself, your teacher, Jonathan, for this course. We are starting a brand new term. This is term 2A. We're starting all the fun, the excitement, all the learning, once again, all the way from the very, very top. So again, we're live right here in Suluka here at WASA. Again, this is PLAR History and Geography live right now. Hopefully you can tune in and learn along with us. Once again, for all the new students and all the return students, you can get a hold of me, get in touch with me at any point, any time. Simply just giving me a phone call during my office hours. I'll get to that very shortly. Feel free to send me an email at jhill@nnec.on.ca. If you want to listen and participate live right now here in class, you can do that in two ways. One, you can call the WASA studio at your learning center. It should be open, or at home. And make sure you log on to Smart Bridget as well. I'll get to that very shortly as well. For this term, for this course, once again, nothing has changed. All the materials has been exactly the same thing. So if you want to check out any of our classes from last term, term 1A or term 1B, you can simply do so on my YouTube channel where you can simply watch it and listen. It is also posted on the archive page as well, where you can't watch it, but you can simply just listen. Simply just search or Google J-Hill WASA and that should come up. I want to apologize for all those. Last term I said that we're having the same morning slot at 9 a.m. Central Time for this term, but we have made that switch. We're now on 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock Central Time, which is 5 to 6 on the Eastern time slot. Again, hopefully this will accommodate more students so that you're able to come to class, tune in, engage with me, with your colleagues as well. So again, which means that my office hours are slightly adjusted. So my office hours for this term 2A, will be the following. It's posted on my screen. All your DSCs should have a copy of this, but just quickly go over it. I'm in office, again, on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. We don't have class. It's still the same from 8:30 till noon. Then I'm back at 1 till 3:30. When we do have class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, again, that will never change. I'm in office from 9 to noon, then I'm back at 2 to 5. So again, slight difference in terms of office hours, but for the most part, it is still exactly the same thing. So again, I'm waiting for someone to call in right now to tune in so that we can say hi, hello, and see how they're progressing throughout this course to see if they need any help or any other questions as well. That's pretty much it. Today, over the next 60 minutes or so, we'll simply just once again go over the course syllabus, the course outline, the study guide that you all should have if you have applied for this course. We'll go in all those expectations and guidelines, your assignments in great details to make sure that all the new students and even all the returning students are all on the same page. And then if we do have time at the end, I will once again go over how to write in full complete sentences. Again, this course is not just about regurgitating facts and knowledge and understanding, but it's how we articulate our thinking and our ideas through our writing and our reading skills. So again, that's what we want to try to emphasize as well. So that's the agenda, that's the learning goal, that's the success criteria. That is the direction we're heading for today's class. Your textbook and your workbook. Again, I didn't change anything. It's still exactly the same thing. So again, all those PLAR students out there, just continue where you left off. Again, I know you may be taking more than one courses at the same time, which is great, but just to finish off the course, that you have done the most. For example, if you're almost done PLAR Math, finish that off before you continue with PLAR History and Geography so that we ensure or make sure that you get at least one course credit that is completed. Okay, just keep that in mind. So again, the textbook and the workbook are exactly the same. I haven't changed anything since I started this position here at WASO. So even before my time, all the lesson, all the content is exactly the same thing. For all those communities who have access to internet, make sure you take advantage of it. Log on to Smart Bridget so that you can see, join us live here in class. You can see what I'm seeing, and it's another way to engage and enhance your learning as well. USB stick, again, if you want any additional materials, let me know. I can pop that onto a USB stick and send it to you on the Express for absolutely for free as well. So make sure you take advantage of that. I noticed that someone in Thunder Bay requested one, not sure who, but I made one. I shipped it off to Thunder Bay to William, so hopefully Thunder Bay has last term 1B content. So again, another resource for you to use as well. Class-wise, again, like I mentioned, we're always on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 4 to 5 Central Time, 5 to 6 Eastern Time Zone. We're together once again for the next 9 weeks for this term before we start all the fun once again for one more time for term 2B. So again, please come to class, please log on, please call in, please listen. We'll try to make the class fun, engage, and excitement for your learning as well. Again, students are expected to attend every class. That is the ideal goal, but understand that we all have busy lives and other commitments. That's why we do our best to accommodate and modify as much as you can. So again, please make that effort, take that initiative, take that responsibility, and try to come to class live right now with myself, Jonathan, your teacher. So what is PLAR? I'm sure everyone knows what PLAR is by now. It is all about prior learning and everything that we do in life. So if you are a student that's 18 plus, that has been out of school for at least a year, that has less than 16 high school credits, you can apply for our PLAR program. Okay, there are 4 components in PLAR. There's my section, History Geography, Andrea's English, Bonnie's Math, and Jovi's Science. Okay, so by completing each section, you can get up to 4 credits. If you complete all 4 sections, you'll simply get 16 credits. Okay, so again, that's another way to obtain our credits as well. But simply, this course, my course, is simply just a social studies component where we will look at history and geography. Just a broad survey of each topic, each subject, as we navigate the next 9 weeks. So, history, okay? We'll start off the course looking at history, and then at the halfway point, we will switch gears and transition into looking at geography. But for first 4.5 weeks, 5 weeks, we'll look at Canadian history, okay? Canadian history. Canadian history since the early 1900s. We'll have a broad survey of Canadian history, like I said, since the early 1900s. We will explore together, you and I and everyone else, social, political, military, economics, and cultural perspectives. We'll also examine political struggles and developments. We'll look at First Nations, Aboriginal claims, conflicts, immigration, social reforms, regionalism, gender, multiculturalism, and we'll address overseas topics as well, such as World War I, World War II, the Great Depression, Canada's Constitution, and Canada's place in its changing world. Okay, so again, we won't go in much great details for each aspect. We'll just touch the surface of each one. We'll try to dig in as much details as we can. If you have any particular topics or interests that you want to share or you want to learn about Canadian history, let me know. Send me an email, post a comment on my Facebook page, and we can do that. Okay, we can do that. I'll dive in. We'll engage. We'll have a conversation about it as well. Okay, so again, there's many ways to interact with us as well. So as you see on my screen, history has 8 assignments. They all vary in terms of mark values. So again, some assignments are longer than others. Some are super short compared to others as well. Okay, so that's history. Okay, we'll break it down to different decades and we'll move along as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Geography. Okay, so again, but the halfway points, give or take, we'll look at geography. We'll look at human geography and we'll look at physical geography. Topics such as economics, resource management strategies, Canadian geography, current themes such as global warming, climate change, conservation, and much, much more. Okay, so once again, geography has 8 assignments, assignment 9 to assignment 16, and once again, they vary in terms of market values. Okay, so again, some are longer, some are shorter. Okay, so again, for this course, you have to complete all assignments. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pass all assignments. You have to at least attempt all questions on all assignments before you can write your test, which I'll talk about that soon. Okay, so again, you can't just be like, oh, Jonathan, I don't want to do assignment 16 because I think it's no fun. No, you have to at least attempt it. Okay, try it, try your best. If you're stuck, let me know. I'm here to help, but you need to at least attempt it so that I can get a sense and gauge where you're at in terms of your learning, so I can see if you're ready to write your final assessment, your final test, your final exam, the main event, the one that actually counts towards your final mark. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well, okay, class? Again, course calendar is broken up into 9-week segments. Again, we have 2 classes per week, Tuesdays and Thursdays for an hour. So again, going back into your assignments, some are much longer than others. So some may take longer to complete, some may take a shorter time to complete. It just varies in terms of where we're at in terms of our level of studies. Again, all the answers and content are in your textbook. If you come to class every week, every day, you should have no problem. But again, make sure you reference your textbook. Again, read it, skim through it. Some assignments may take, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes, half an hour or so. It just really depends. I can't really give a good understanding of how long each assignment should take. It may take you even 15 minutes. Okay, so again, they're not super long. I'm not asking for a lot. So again, try your best. I'll give you feedback. If something's wrong, just resubmit it. You can resubmit your assignments as many times as you like, and I will simply just remark it and adjust your marks. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay. But again, roughly I would say each assignment should take you about at least half an hour, 40 minutes to complete if you are meeting all the expectation. Okay, going back to the course calendar. So again, you'll see that some lessons are longer than other. Again, history is from lesson 1, 2, and 3, and geography is 4 and 5. So I will say about week 5 or so was when we'll switch gears. So this week and next week, my goal is to finish lesson 1, then lesson 3 and 4, we'll do lesson 2. Week 5 is only lesson 3 because it's super short. Week 6, lesson 4, and week 7, 8, 9, we'll finish off lesson number 5. Okay, so that's the game plan. That's the agenda that we have for this term. So again, some things may be subject to change due to travel and other factors that come up here at the office. So again, this is what I have planned out in terms of my long range planning. Again, once again, all these materials are in your course study guide. Again, I'm just going over these expectations so that we all have a good understanding together. Expectation of students. That's the class. That's everyone. That's you. Okay. So as students of WASA, you are expected to be motivated. Okay. We all signed up, so you should be motivated and self-directed in terms of your desire to finish this course and your desire to obtain the credits that you need. Come to class and participate either by radio, telephone, and other means, computer, phone call, Facebook, as much as you can. So again, that's another expectation as well. Take responsibility for your learning is the next one. Okay. We're all adults. I know we all have busy lives and other commitments, but again, please make sure you plan your schedule accordingly so that you have time to, one, come to class, and two, complete your assignments. Okay? Don't just hold it off and push it off. Just try to finish as much as you can so that we can at least finish it. And seek assistance when required. Again, I'm here to help. We're live right now here in Wausau, here in Schuylkill. Call in, listen, participate, ask questions, share some knowledge. We'll make this a lot more fun as well. So again, if you're stuck, don't be discouraged. I'm here to help. We're all here to help. So those are just some expectations for the class. When you're in class, when you're live on air during class, simply I will know either by your name, your community on my window, or on my screen with the smart widget. So again, if I don't know or simply just says your community, say hello, tell me your name, and tell me which community you're from. That way I can jot down and keep track of your participation, and that will definitely influence your mark. Keep that in mind. Everything we do, it's all part of our assessment. Okay, it's not just your tests, not just your assignments, but every time is all part of my assessment. So again, come class, I'll give you credit. I'll take that into account when I'm marking that you took that time and initiative to come to class. So again, class, please make sure you come to class. When you're also in class, feel free to interrupt me. This is your class, this is your learning. Again, I'm here, not just your teacher, I'm here just to guide you. Okay, I'm here just to guide you. Okay, all the learning comes from you. Okay, all the learning comes from you. I'm just here to guide you. Okay, I'm here to help, I'm here to guide you in the right direction. So again, feel free to ask any questions at any point, any time. Simply talk into your microphone and ask that question. You can simply gain control of my smartboard screen by up here. You click on the pen button, then you can start writing your question onto my screen. Or you can type out your questions over here, and I will simply see it by moving it over. Okay, so again, many ways to engage as well. So again, try it. Think it's fun, new technology. So again, make sure to take advantage of that as well. Also in class, we want to focus and pay attention. Okay, we don't want to be fooling around. I know that won't be an issue, but we want to be focused, pay attention, open up your textbook, you have it with you, and learn along as I lecture and as I guide you towards your success. Okay, no profound language. Again, that won't be an issue. That has never been an issue, but again, just keep that in mind that we're all part of a learning community. We want to be respectful. So again, no profound language, please. Or we can simply just listen. Okay, just listen. As long as you come to class, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine too. I'm not going to make anyone say something that they don't want to say. But just come to class, listen, and again, it will definitely help your understanding when you're navigating through this course. All right. Writing expectations for your assignments and your success criteria. Again, I think we'll expand more on that with today's focus point. Okay, but just a couple things I want to emphasize as you are completing your assignments, whether you're new to this course, as you're returning students. Again, I have so many students in this course, uh, not just 10, not just 15, not just 30, but probably hundreds and hundreds. How did I know this? Because you're all in our system of WhatsApp Connect, so I can check. So again, whether or not you're all active at once is a different stories, but again, we all are at different stages in terms of completing these assignments for this course. But again, nothing has changed. All the PLAR students just continue where you left off. You don't need to reapply or resubmit anything. Okay? But for those, again, just a reminder, please make sure you be clear and precise when you're writing out or typing out your assignments. Again, if you don't want to write it out, feel free to type it. Again, I'm pretty easy going. I will accommodate. So again, but be clear, be precise. Write in full, complete sentences. That's the big one. Okay, that's the big one. Okay, we'll talk more about that shortly. Details with answers to support facts and evidence. Okay, we need facts and evidence to support our answers. Again, detailed answers. Okay, don't just assume that I know. Okay, most of the time I will know what you're trying to say, but we cannot just assume I know everything. So be clear, add details, be precise. Again, no slang, no short version. Again, we want to be trying to improve our literacy skills, our reading and our writing skills. So again, no slang, no short version, no LOL, no happy face, no emojis, none of that, okay? We want to try to improve our writing skills. On that note, we want to check for spelling, okay? Check for spelling, check for grammar, proper punctuations, all that needs to be included when you're submitting your assignments. Again, write neatly, write legible. If I can't read it, I can't mark it. Simple as that. So if you want to type it out and print it off and send it to me that way, you definitely can. But again, if you need help, just let me know. You can let me know, or just let me know how you're progressing, which assignment you're at, what you need. If something came up, just let me know so I can get a sense and gauge how you're progressing. Okay, so again, just keep that in mind, all right, class? So once again, once all your assignments have been completed and submitted, that is when you can finally write your test or your exam, whatever you want to call it, test or exam. It's all the exact same thing. It all goes part of your final assessment. Your test is the one that actually counts towards your final mark. Okay, not necessarily your mark on your assignments, but it's the mark that you get on your test. So again, since this is history and geography, each test is an hour long. So again, you may only need history, you may only need geography, but if you need both half, you have to do both tests, which means that it's 2 hours. Again, same expectations for you standard across the board. Closed book, no cheating. It is supervised by your DEC, which means that it has to be written at your learning center. Okay, it's not a take-home test. If you're in town here in Silicon, just stop by our office on Front Street next to the post office, and I'll supervise you as you write your test. Again, it is simply just a pass or fail situation, which means that technically all you need is 50% in order to complete and earn your credit. So just keep that in mind as well. Again, if we are unsuccessful the first time, you do have a second opportunity, a chance to write it again. So again, we should be successful then. Okay, but again, it shouldn't be any problems as we work on our final tests. Look at that, we got Jim. Hi, Jim, from our tech studio. Is that Jim? No?
It could be a student.
Oh, it
Student
could be a
that's plugging
student?
in. Yeah.
Jim, can you hear us, Jim? Well, we'll try to hunt down if that's a student or not, but
Use your chat box, Jonathan.
oh, Wasso TV left. Gang classes is just another example of how you can engage in class with us. Again, when you log on, try to say hi, try to let me know which community you're from. Again, you can simply speak into your microphone, or you can simply type out using the Smart Bridget program. So, are you sure that's not Jim? Alright, so we'll try to hunt down Jim, and whether or not Jim is our student taking this course. Again, we'll work on that as well.
No, that person's from a community up north somewhere.
Alright. Alright, so that's not our tech studio Jim. Sorry about that, Jim. But this is maybe perhaps a student, so we'll try to hunt him down. That's okay. At least I got his name down, which means that I can look him up once I get back to my office. And we'll try to say hi to Jim and thank Jim for logging on. And we'll go from there. Awesome. But again, just a final note about your tests. Again, it's a 50%. That's all you need in order to pass your test. All right, let's move along. Transition to Smart Bridget. Look at that. So at your Learning Center, you can simply log on to Smart Bridget by doing this. It should be either already downloaded onto the computer. If not, you can also do this at home as well. Simply open up your internet browser, whether you're using Google Chrome or Firefox or other means. You want to go to our school board homepage, which is www.nnec.on.ca. And it will take you to this lovely page right here. Once this page has loaded and has opened up, simply at the very top where you see WASA Distance Education, put your mouse over it and we'll have 3 new tabs. You want to click on the very last one that says Bridget. Once you're at this page, you want to click on this giant green button that says Download Software. Okay, click on that, follow all the steps, and boom, you should have Smart Bridget on your computer, your tablet, or laptop. And with that, you can simply just log on. There's no password. Find Jonathan, find Jeho, find PLAR History, Geography. Join that meeting, and boom, you'll be interacting live in class with us. Again, if you have any problems with this, simply talk to your DC at your Learning Center. They should help you out with this one. Okay, but if you're still having trouble trying to download this program or how to log on, let me know and we'll figure out a way and we'll fix that problem ASAP. But simply again, click on this green button, downloaded, and then just log on, click on PLAR History and Geography, and you'll be join us live in class. So that's how you can engage by seeing what I'm seeing with Smart Bridget. Again, I have posted steps on your course study guide. So again, make sure you check that out as well. And it tells you how to engage and all that fun stuff as well. Your archive page. Again, if you can't come to class and you want to find a class that you have missed, simply go back to the NNEC homepage. Under WASO again, click on archive pages, which is the first tab that shows up. Click on that. It'll take you to all the previously recorded classes from all the term. So again, term 2A, which should be blank right now. Again, you'll just simply find my class, PLAR History and Geography under this time slot, and it should be there once it's recorded. Okay? So just keep that in mind as well. So many ways to engage in class, many ways to access materials that you have missed. Alrighty. So again, if you have any questions in terms of logging on and accessing material, just simply let me know. On one final thought before we move on and transitions to looking at how to write in full complete sentences, we're going to talk about plagiarism or academic dishonesty. Okay, academic dishonesty is plagiarism or cheating. Okay, if you are found guilty of this, of cheating somehow, and I know, trust me, I do know, teachers know when you're cheating. Okay, how do we know? We just know as teachers. Okay, it will simply just not be marked. I would just not mark it. And I'll simply just ask you to redo the questions. As simple as that. Okay, you won't get any punishments unless it's really that bad. But I'll simply just not mark it. I'll simply just circle it, highlight it, and let you know that please redo this question. Please redo this assignment or lesson, and then I'll just remark it. Okay, so just keep that in mind as well. Okay, it's no cheating, no copying from the textbook or word from other sources. But again, if you're found guilty of this and I know that you're cheating, and trust me, we do know if you're cheating. Again, I'll just simply not mark it. You'll get a 0, but you can simply just redo it and then we'll go from there. Okay, so simply put all your answers into your own words. Okay, and that's the best way we can avoid cheating or plagiarism. Okay, if you're still not sure whether or not it's cheating or plagiarism, let me know and I'll let you know if you're on the right track. Simple as that. Alrighty? So again, something that I'm sure won't be a problem as well. Alright. I think that's it in terms of our course outline. One final thing is your learning skills and your learning habits. Again, each time you submit an assignment, I will give you feedback with a worksheet, a comment sheet, and it also has lists of your learning skills and your learning habits. Okay, this has nothing to do with the mark, but in terms of how you are progressing and how you're learning. So for example, you're always being assessed looking at responsibility, organization skills, work independently, collaborations, initiative, and self-regulation. Again, you do have a copy of this chart in your course outline. So again, stuff like complete all work on time, always make good class time, use course materials, come to class. Again, there's no deadlines, but always follow class instructions, ask questions when you need help. Again, all of these things are part of your assessment. And I take all this into account when filling out your learning skills and learning habits. So again, just make sure you note for that as well. All right. So that's that in terms of looking at your course outline, your course syllabus. Again, no changes has been made to that. Again, if you have been my class before or you're still continuing, you all know my expectations and it should not be any problem. So what are we going to do right now? Well, we're going to continue our learning. Again, I said that it's not just always about the right answers, but all about how we articulate our understanding in terms of our ability to improve our literacy skills. So that you're able to use critical thinking skills, flexible thinking skills, and all that in terms of your answers. So for the rest of the class, I'm going to show the class some examples of what to look for when writing full complete sentences, so that way you can do some self-assessment, self-check to make sure you have hit all these points before you submit your assignments. So that is our goal. So when writing full complete sentences, it provides us with a framework that is clear for written, clear for expression, for our ideas and our thoughts. So, couple things. Let's start off by giving the class some examples. Okay, we want to express yourself and to express what is important to have a subject, who or what the sentence is about. So let's give the class a question. Again, this is not a question that you'll see on your assignments. This is just an example. So the question is, what did Jonathan do over the weekend? So to find the answer, for example, you would have to come to class, listen, find the answer, or the question will be in your textbook. Okay, so for this case, what did Jonathan do over the weekend? So what did I do over the weekend? That's a very good question. So if you write simply, let's say, groceries, and watch the Super Bowl. Okay, if you wrote exactly that in terms of assignments, it will simply just get half a mark. Half a mark for pretty much getting the right answers. But is that in full complete sentences class? What do you think? Okay, What did Jonathan do over the weekend? Well, yes, he did groceries. Yes, he watched the Super Bowl. But is that in full complete sentences? What do you think? Okay. What do you think a full complete sentence look like? Okay. Again, if you just wrote groceries and watched the Super Bowl, who went to the groceries? Who watched the Super Bowl? Okay. Again, you can't just assume that it's Jonathan. It could be his neighbor. It could be his landlord. Who knows? Okay. You can't just assume. So we need to have a subject, who or what the sentence is about. So obviously in this case, it's about Jonathan. So we need to put that in terms of your answer as well. Okay? You want to make sure the first letter of each sentence is capitalized. And we want to make sure we have punctuated to complete the sentence, either a question mark, a period, and all that as well. Okay? So how can we change this? Okay? How can we change this? Well, what can we do? Let's scroll down so that we have more room. Well, this is a good starting point since we got the right answer. The next part is to write in full complete sentences. So you can write, for example, okay, continue those examples. Again, you can simply write groceries and watching the Super Bowl was what Jonathan did over the weekend. Okay. Note how that we have capitalized G for groceries. Note how we have a period. Again, this is all items and clues and hints I'm looking for when you're writing full complete sentences when I'm marking. Okay, you have the subject, okay, which is Jonathan, what he did over the weekend. Okay, so groceries and watching the Super Bowl was what Jonathan did over the weekend. You don't always have to write it this way. You can always write it in another fashion as well. Okay, you can simply say over the weekend. Okay, there's many ways that you can write in full complete sentences. Okay, like I said, you can simply write over the weekend. Jonathan did the following: grocery shopping and watch football. Okay, so again, there's many ways that you can write in full complete sentences. Okay, so again, just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. So again, make sure we have the subject, who or what we're talking about in our answers. Okay, again, check for spelling. Make sure you try to read neat as possible. Again, this is just examples. For opinion questions, again, you'll see some of these questions in your assignments, okay, we want to make sure it's what do you think, okay? You want to answer with a yes or no, and why you feel that way, okay? Yes, I feel this way because, or it must give reasons, okay? It must give reasons as well, okay? So again, it's what do you think, okay? Do you think this is right or wrong? Tell me why. You can simply say, yes, I think it's right because of this. No, I think it's wrong because of these factors as well. So again, making sure that we write in full, complete sentences and give reasons, okay? Okay, so again, this could be simply, yes, I think this was wrong because, and then give your reason why. Or no, I think it's right because, and then again, give your reason why. Again, note that we still have, capitalize the first letter, use proper punctuation, we have the subject in I. Again, I want to complete that sentence as well. Okay? So again, just some examples and hints in terms of how to write in full, complete sentences. Again, if you're not sure, simply just let me know, ask questions, and I will let you know if you're on the right track. Okay? Next class, which will be on Thursday of this week, same time, we'll simply look at lesson number 1 content. Okay, we'll start looking at what Canada was like in the early 1900s, which prime minister was involved, and other factors as well. Okay, so again, make sure you come to class, tune into that. Very exciting, very fun, and very engaging as well. So unfortunately, we didn't know who Jim was, but yeah, I want to thank Jim for coming online to log into Smart Bridget. Try to hunt down which community Jim is from, and that way he can at least get credit for logging on and perhaps listening in the background. We may just not even know. So again, hopefully we'll have a bunch more students like Jim. Hopefully Jim can come to class again on Thursday, and then we can say hi to Jim and help others along the way as you navigate through this course. I think I'll stop it here for today. Again, this has been PLAR History and Geography, and I will hear and see everyone back here on Thursday. Enjoy the rest of your evening and night. Thank you.